In one corner of East Asia lies one of the most mysterious and heavily guarded countries in the world. The country is called North Korea. For decades, it has captured global attention because of its powerful military, its secretive government, and its nuclear weapons program. Led by Kim Jong-un, the country has developed weapons that could potentially reach far beyond its borders. But how did North Korea become one of the most militarized nations on Earth? And why does the world continue to watch its actions so closely? To understand modern tensions, we must go back in history. After the end of World War II, the Korean Peninsula was divided into two separate countries. In the north, a communist government was formed. In the south, a different political system developed with support from Western countries. In 1950, war broke out between the two sides. This conflict, known as the Korean War, lasted for 3 years and caused massive destruction. Millions of people were displaced and cities were destroyed. Although fighting eventually stopped, the war never officially ended with a peace treaty. Instead, a ceasefire created a tense border known as the Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ. Today, it remains one of the most heavily guarded borders in the world. North Korea has spent decades building one of the largest militaries in the world. The country maintains hundreds of thousands of soldiers and invests heavily in military technology. Large military parades in the capital city, Pyongyang, often showcase advanced weapons and missiles. These displays are designed to demonstrate strength and deter potential threats. For North Korea, military power is seen as essential to protecting its sovereignty. One of the biggest concerns surrounding North Korea is its nuclear program. Over the years, the country has conducted several nuclear tests. These tests have drawn strong reactions from the international community, including sanctions from the United Nations. Nuclear weapons dramatically change the balance of power. They also increase fears that any conflict could escalate into something far more dangerous. Because of this, the world closely watches every new missile test and military announcement. In recent years, North Korea has conducted numerous missile tests. Some of these missiles are capable of traveling thousands of kilometers. These tests often attract global attention because they demonstrate new technological capabilities. For North Korea, these developments represent national security. For other countries, they raise serious strategic concerns. This ongoing cycle of tests, reactions, and diplomatic responses continues to shape the geopolitical landscape of East Asia. North Korea's relationships with other countries are complex. It maintains important connections with some neighboring powers while experiencing tension with others. Diplomatic talks have occasionally taken place to reduce tensions and discuss security issues. These negotiations often involve several countries working together to find peaceful solutions. However, progress is sometimes slow due to deep political differences. Predicting the future of the Korean Peninsula is extremely difficult. The situation involves history, military strategy, politics, and diplomacy. Some experts believe dialogue and negotiations could eventually lead to greater stability. Others believe tensions will continue as countries pursue their strategic interests. Whatever happens next, one thing is certain. The world will continue watching North Korea closely. As the world continues to change, the situation surrounding North Korea remains one of the most closely watched geopolitical stories of our time. Every missile test, every military parade, and every diplomatic statement is analyzed by governments and experts across the world. The Korean Peninsula sits at the center of a complex network of alliances, rivalries, and historical tensions. To the south lies South Korea, a technologically advanced nation and one of the world's largest economies. Across the Pacific, the United States maintains strong military partnerships in the region. Meanwhile, powerful neighbors such as China and Russia also play important roles in shaping the region's political balance. Because of this, any change in the security situation can have global consequences. Even a small escalation can quickly capture the attention of the entire world. But history has also shown that diplomacy can sometimes ease tensions. Over the years, negotiations, summits, and international discussions have attempted to reduce misunderstandings and build communication between countries. Some efforts have succeeded temporarily, while others have stalled due to deep political differences. Still, many experts believe that dialogue remains the most important path toward long-term stability. For decades, the leadership of North Korea has focused heavily on strengthening its military capabilities. Missile technology, nuclear development, and military readiness have become central pillars of the country's national strategy. Supporters within the country often see these weapons as a way to defend their sovereignty and prevent foreign intervention. However, many countries around the world see the situation very differently. Governments, including the United States and its allies, argue that nuclear weapons and long-range missile programs increase global instability. These concerns have led to years of international sanctions, diplomatic negotiations, and security discussions. Meanwhile, the neighboring nation of South Korea continues to monitor developments carefully, as any major conflict would directly affect the Korean Peninsula. Across the region, military exercises, defense systems, and international alliances remain active in order to maintain balance and deterrence. Countries such as Japan have also strengthened missile defense systems to prepare for potential threats. At the same time, major powers like China and Russia often encourage dialogue and stability in the region. Because of this complex network of interests, the Korean Peninsula has become one of the most strategically important regions in the world. Every diplomatic meeting, every military announcement, and every policy change can influence global security. Experts often debate what the future might look like. Some believe tensions will slowly decrease through diplomacy and international agreements. Others warn that misunderstandings or military escalation could trigger a much larger crisis. But one thing is certain: the world continues to watch closely, and the decisions made by leaders today may shape the future of international security for decades to come. Understanding global conflicts requires patience, perspective, and awareness of history. The story of North Korea is not just about weapons or politics. It is about the complex relationships between nations, the fears of conflict, and the hope for stability. As the world moves forward, the Korean Peninsula will remain one of the most important regions in international politics. If you found this documentary informative and want to learn more about global history, geopolitics, and international conflicts, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next documentary. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next story.